love that for you.
No, it kind of goes along with I forgot to wash my scrubs, so I'm doing that now.
Right. Anyways, welcome back, guys. Main episode, nothing big, nothing special about this. Just a normal sports recap, kind of ish. We are mainly talking about stupid statistics and motorsports today. We don't have any soccer because we're still in preseason and we're not really playing any meaningful games. Additionally, F1 is still out. And we don't have any special summer thing going on this year. Well, we did, but it ended. And now we're in like the back to school / back to sports stuff. So you can stay tuned and turn on your post notifications as well as subscribe, because we will be doing our preview for Europe's top 5 leagues, where we predict the winners, the top scorers, and MVP, maybe MVP?
Sure.
I don't know. We haven't really decided what all we're doing for our preview, but we're getting there. So stay on the lookout for that. Also give this video a like, and don't forget to comment about anything sports related that we might not be covering in this video, or something you would like us to check out. Also, you can look forward to our NFL preview that will also be coming out here soon, in addition to our F1 Zandvoort preview. So we got a big and very busy upcoming couple of weeks. Additionally, we will be live streaming this Friday night, probably closer to 9 p.m. so Eastern time, so you can stay on the lookout for that. And that was voted by you guys, so thank you all for voting. We hope to see you there. But now we'll continue with our episode.
Hey guys, so we have stupid statistics. So first things first, we have LeBron James ended up taking a $48.7 million pay cut to join the 76ers.
Dang, I would like to take that kind of pay cut.
I know, right? I mean, as someone who probably made more than that probably sucks. But for me, I'm like, okay, bet. I'll take that. I can pay off some debts. And then we have the Golden State Warriors were warned that this upcoming season is to be viewed as a gap year. The team currently has 7 players over the age of 30.
Yeah, that's not great. That's very not great.
Good luck with that. And then we have the Lions quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater, has decided to step away from football this season. Team places him on a reserve retired list. Lions side quarterback Josh Dobbs to replace him.
The astronaut.
Okay, buddy, let's see how this goes. And then we have Bears wide receiver Luther Burden. The third suffered a groin injury and is expected to miss a couple of weeks to start the season. Ooh.
Yeah, not great for the Bears, at least.
But then we have the Colts star running back, Jonathan Taylor, signs a 2-year, $44 million contract extension. This was my best player on my fantasy football team last year.
He got you so many points last year. Oh my gosh.
That's my man.
He's part of the reason you were like for so many weeks.
I had like such a good run there compared to like my first time doing fantasy football. I can't make promises this year. Usually my predictions anyways, it's just out of vibes and fun. But we have the Colts quarterback, Anthony Richardson, is now said to be the team's third string quarterback.
Yeah.
Interesting. And then we have Richardson is a potential candidate to get cut this season.
Right. And he was their like the 4th draft pick, literally number 4 in the draft when they drafted him.
That's crazy.
So he regressed that much.
Well, good luck, Richardson. And then we have Bayern Munich scored the most goals from open play out of all of Europe's top 5 leagues last season. Munich scored 86 goals, Barcelona scored 72, Man City got 60, Inter Milan 58, Stuttgart with 57 goals.
Yeah.
Of course they did. It's Bayern Munich. And then also, Bayern was the highest rated team in Europe's top 5 leagues last season. Second was Barcelona, third was Man City, fourth was PSG, and fifth was Real Madrid.
I hope we win the Champions League this year. I'm feeling good about it this year. I'm feeling better than it was last year.
Have faith. Total faith.
We can do it.
Yes. And then we have Christopher Bell has finished second to every one of his teammates by a combined margin of around 0.6 tenths of a second. Lost to Hamlin by 0.115 seconds. This was in Nashville. Gibbs at Iowa. Oh, no, skips me. By 0.253 seconds. Briscoe by 0.276 seconds in Chicago.
And all of those was this season.
And then we have K-Mac is still credited with as many poles as Lewis Hamilton since 2022.
We love you, K-Mac.
Anyway, and then we have over the last 20 years in F1, only 2 drivers have been disqualified after starting from pole. Guess who? Oh, disqualified after starting from pole? Has this happened this season?
No.
Okay, good. I'm just making sure I didn't miss something. It's been a long year, okay, guys? Guess who? And I would know.
You would know both of them, yep.
Is it older or younger? Like, I don't know, like, is it like the older generation or the newer?
Well, within the last 20 years.
Who would be disqualified after starting from pole? My mind said Stroll, but he can't even get pole. Oh. Oh my gosh, who? Max Verstappen? No, he wouldn't get disqualified after getting. No. George. That poor dude has horrible luck. Lewis Hamilton. Oh, who is it? I'm like trying to think of all the drivers. Sebastian Vettel. Mark Webber. We have all these new drivers too, so I'm having to think who was on the grid like the last couple of years.
You are moving away
Ricardo?
from both of the drivers.
I am?
Mm-hmm.
I was closer before with like the Lewis and George comments.
Yep.
Lewis and George. It's probably so easy and I'm overthinking it too. Lando.
Yep. Last year in Vegas.
Yeah, I had to think about it for a second. I kind of blocked that. That was rough.
Every time you're gonna have to zoom in on your wall. In the edit.
You know, with McLaren's luck, it's probably Oscar.
Nope.
But it's not. It's just Lando. Who else would be disqualified after starting pole? Like, who has that bad of luck? I should have known with Lando, because
after last season.
In the last 20 years, only 2 drivers have been disqualified after starting from pole. One is Lando. The other one is... I wish it was Kimmy, but it's not. Oh my god. Is he blonde?
Nope.
No. Okay, that clears up that. Fernando Alonso.
No.
Like, he just has bad luck, too. Or he's just racing for a bad team. Oh my god. Is it Charles?
Yes, there we go. Charles at COTA in 2023.
I should have known. Both of them.
Yeah, I was like, when you said Lewis, I thought for sure your next guess was going to be Charles.
No, I don't know why I wasn't thinking Charles. Like, that is the king of bad luck. The Ferrari curse. Like, dang, I should have known. Okay, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that part of the video. But now to actually racing.
Right, we're starting off with NASCAR. We had the Iowa 350 powered by ethanol today, August 9th. Our stage 1 winner was Ryan Blaney, our stage 2 winner was Christopher Bell, and our race winner was Ty Gibbs, and he got his second career race win as well as his second win on the year. So, in addition to Gibbs, Christopher Bell finished second, Ryan Blaney finished third, Josh Berry fourth, Denny Hamlin fifth, Chase Briscoe sixth, Ross Chastain seventh, AJ Allmendinger eighth, William Byron ninth, and Austin Dillon 10th. So just a little recap here of how the race went, especially with the cautions. So to start lap 4, we had Tyler Reddick getting loose, and he went sideways into Erik Jones. That resulted in a DNF for both Reddick and Jones. Lap 13, on the restart, Ryan Blaney was able to retain his lead all the way until the stage end, which was lap 70. And then lap 76, after the first pit rotations, Carson Hocevar had to pit again due to alternator issues, and this brought him out at the back of the pack. So lap 79, on the restart, it was Blaney and Logano 1-2, and they went side by side the entire lap. Lap 91 brought out another yellow as SVG spun into the wall. Lap 104, Chase Elliott leads everyone after pit cycles. Blaney comes out second because Elliott stayed out on track, and they went side by side for the next couple laps. Lap 40, we had another caution because Carson Hocevar ended up spinning. Lap 155, Christopher Bell ended up after lead cars pitted under caution. Seabell was in the lead, and he had the front row restart alongside Denny Hamlin. Lap 210, we had our stage 2 conclusion, which saw Seabell win. And then 219, we had our restart with Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney side by side, and Blaney was able to clear Elliott going into turn 4. And then lap 254, Seabell was able to pass Ryan Blaney. Lap 291, Christopher Bell had a green cycle pit stop. This ended up rotating him down into the teens, I believe, but he was able to bring his way back after everyone else had to pit as well. So lap 328, we had Ty Gibbs and Christopher Bell in second and third. Ross Chastain was the leader at this point. He just hadn't pitted. And on the green stop pit cycles, the reason why Gibbs came out in front of Christopher Bell was because Gibbs actually took 2 tires compared to the 4 that Bell took. And so then lap 330, Ross Chastain pitted, Gibbs inherited the lead, and from there on out, it was somewhat smooth sailing. He just barely beat Christopher Bell, but he went crazy after he won and did burnouts down the whole front straight. So, and then they gave a semi close up on his cars, and his rear right tire was like gone, and I was like, oh. Well, there's that tire. So our DNFs were Tyler Reddick, Alex Bowman, and Erik Jones. I don't know what happened to Alex Bowman. I just saw he was listed as a DNF. So, sorry, I don't know what happened there. But standings, I'm unsure if they're updated after this race or not. But currently what's listed on the website, Juli will put the pictures in here. Denny Hamlin's in first, Ty Gibbs second, Ryan Blaney third, Tyler Reddick fourth. All of them have locked in their spot for postseason. Some drivers towards the unsafe line that might not continue to qualify through into postseason for meaningful points include Erik Jones, Brad Keselowski, Ross Chastain, Ryan Preece, Austin Cindric, SVG, Bubba Wallace, and Joey Logano. But we could see some names getting switched around here every now and then until we get the winner or get to where we advance from. Anyways, our next race will be the Cookout 400, and that will be Saturday, August 15th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and that will be in Richmond, Virginia. Last year's race winner was Austin Dillon. Alex Bowman finished second, and Ryan Blaney finished third. So that's NASCAR. But now IndyCar. So we had the Portland Grand Prix this week. Our little recap here. There was no big crash, lap 1. There was some movement depending on where you were to start the race, but nothing too big. Lap 4, Marcus Armstrong passed Alex Palou for second going into turn 1. Lap 7, Graham Rahal went into the barrier for a full course yellow. Also on this lap, something important to note is that Christian Lundgaard was able to make up 10 positions. He started dead last, and at this point in time, he was P15. So on the restart, Felix Rosenqvist was able to retain the lead on lap 9. Going into lap 31 was when we started our first cycle of pit stops. Felix Rosenqvist and Will Power both pitted from first and second, respectively. Alex Palou continued from that point. He inherited the race lead, and then lap 33, Palou pitted, and he ended up coming out in front of Felix Rosenqvist. So the overcut was very strong today. Lap 81, Felix Rosenqvist pitted again. This was to force Palou into a pit stop as well as Will Power. Lap 82, Alex Palou pitted in response to this, but Will Power stayed out. He put in a couple more laps. He was making some great time up here. And then lap 85, Will Power was called into the pits, but the radio was unclear. There was some malfunction getting the communication to him. He ended up staying out, and he caught some traffic, and especially people coming out of the pits, like Scott Dixon, who kind of slowed up Stingray Robb, and that really hurt Power's time, and it lost him out the potential to even come out in front of Palou for the win. And then lap 86, Power ended up pitting, and he came out behind both Palou and Rosenqvist on new soft tires. But throughout the closing laps to lap 110, he was unable to clear Felix Rosenqvist to go fight Alex Palou for the race win, which was unfortunate because I was really hoping that Will was going to win. But yeah, so Alex Palou won the race, Felix Rosenqvist finished second, and Will Power finished third. So in fourth we had Rinus VeeKay, fifth we had Kyle Kirkwood, sixth was Marcus Ericsson, seventh was Scott McLaughlin, eighth was Joseph Newgarden, ninth was Christian Lundgaard, and 10th was Kiffin Simpson. 11th we had Pato O'Ward, 12th was David Malukas, 13th was Dennis Hauger, 14th was Scott Dixon, 15th Louis Foster, 16th Mick Schumacher, 17th Roman Grosjean, 18th Nolan Siegel, 19th Rossi, 20th Cal Collette, 21st Santino Ferrucci, 22nd Stingray Robb, 23rd, I'm saying the same thing again, 23rd Graham Rahal, 24th Christian Rasmussen, and 25th was Marcus Armstrong, and Marcus Armstrong was our DNF. Once again, his engine blew up. So 3 out of the 4 previous races, he's actually DNF'd with engine failures. So Meyershank Racing have got to get on that to fix his engine problems, because he should be contending for a top 10 position, but that's not happening because his engine keeps blowing up. And he was in the lead for one of the races where his engine blew up. So, Marcus Armstrong, I'm sorry. I feel your pain. It pains me. But our championship standings, Alex Palou is still in first, 510 points. Kyle Kirkwood in second with 400. David Malukas in third with 392. Christian Lundgaard in fourth with 375. Pato O'Ward in fifth with 355. Felix Palou, I can't do this. Felix Rosenqvist in 6th with 338. Joseph Newgarden in 7th with 335. Scott McLaughlin in 8th with 321. Marcus Ericsson in 9th with 278. And Rinus VeeKay in the top 10 with 269 points. Just a little fun side note here, but VK had his special livery this week, and Will Buxton dubbed him as Waluigi, and so they got him the Waluigi hat with the sponsors on the
side. Yeah.
It was so cool. It was so
iconic.
Funny. It was so good. I loved all the edits that I saw from that. But our next race will be the Streets of Markham, and that will be next Sunday, August 16th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. We don't have a previous winner because this is a one-off race. The track length is supposed to be 2.19 miles. The race distance is 90 laps, and the top speed looks like it will be 197.1 miles per hour. So, yeah. We don't have soccer, like I said before, so we're gonna move over to radar points.
Okay, guys. So, mine was the Only Bulls Grand Prix. We know how that went, so we'll keep moving. Em had the Hall of Fame games this past Thursday.
Which, by the way, that was not a letdown. That was awesome. That was such a good game. I was not expecting that. The Panthers pulled out that last minute, that literally the last second touchdown to win the game, 33-30.
And then she had the Chelsea versus Juventus game, Arsenal versus Real Betis, AC Milan versus Inter Milan, and Mallorca versus Paris Saint-Germain, or PSG.
Which, by the way, Arsenal haven't won a preseason game yet, and they just lost to Dortmund earlier, 3-2. And then for whatever reason, they ended up doing penalties then. But it's like, but Dortmund already won 3-2. Why are we doing pens?
I guess for the heck of it. And then I said whatever Em said, but then I forgot that there's the Markham race at 12 this Sunday, so I'll just say that, and I'll let Em do the other one.
We also have, in addition to the one that I have written down, we have some preseason games for the NFL. I mean, they're kind of pointless to watch, but it was the Hall of Fame game, wasn't? But I doubt that the rest of these games will be thrilling. We're not going to see any of the superstars play, I don't think. So it's not worth watching, in my opinion. But we will have the Cookout 400 on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we start... Hold on, let me make sure this is correct before we say this.
Speaking of Cookout, I miss Cookout. And I live in North Carolina. Why haven't I been back to Cookout? Beats me. But I love Cookout. But I think it's only really good at like 3 in the morning.
Respect that.
Or 12. Or 1. Like from 12 to 3, Cookout hits. That's the only answer.
Yeah, that's all I have because soccer starts next week.
But you'll hear about that next week if we talk about it. If we don't, we're just waiting for some good stuff to talk about. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. I know it's not a lot of topics, but we're getting back into the season, so eventually we'll start building up our program, to say the least. So we'll see how that goes. Again, we are live streaming this Friday, right? So keep a lookout for that, and then go check out our links in the description below because we post on our some of our social media pages when we're live streaming. So if you don't want to miss that time, go check it out. And then subscribe and like our videos and click post notifications so you don't miss any more of our videos or our live stream. Bring your questions, we'll answer them. Go check out Em's vlog because she just posted her vlog from her experience at the World Cup. So if you want to go watch that, please do. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it.